Look at that autofocus that doesn't sound super loud. So, I got a parcel. You know, you wouldn't really know it, but there's no peripheral vision in these things. I can't see anything. Oh, there's my phone. Okay, forever ago, actually, I did this thing on that right there. See this? This is what is known as a Budsy. Budsy? I think that's how you say it. It's a custom stuffed animal, a rather large one. You can see I have it sort of supported by this rock right there. There's a company out there, Budsies. Budsies, is that right? They make custom stuffed animals. That's just what they do. And at the time, I sent them a message. I said, hey, you know, I'd really be interested in... Come on now. There we go. In getting like a review unit type deal. And they were nice enough to just give me one for free, make it off of my Sona and send it over. And so I made a video about it. And I went for the most expensive one they had because I am a child. I'm pretty sure if you wanted one like that, you would have to pay like $300. So let's look that up here, shall we? I almost just opened an incognito window. I don't know why I'm used to do it. Okay, so it says here it would have costed about $188, the one I ordered. In the video, I said, you know, it's really easy to see why. They give you updates throughout the entire process, give you photos of it so you can like approve of the design, and it turned out pretty awesome. I don't have to tell you though that $200 is a lot of money. It's a lot of freaking money, especially for a custom plush, which I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, it's really easy to see where the money goes because it's a lot of work to customize that and get it made and, you know, all that stuff. But for most people, they might not be willing to spend that much on a custom stuffed animal. So, thought it would be interesting to sort of explore the budget options of that kind of thing. And luckily for us, Silvermane Plushies contacted me, and they told me they'd give me a discount if I ordered one of their custom plushies from them to like show in a video. So I did pay for this. I did pay for it. They sent me over the price sheet, and the one I got starts at 30 USD, and it's a ball-shaped stuffed toy, usually the most simplest to make. And you know, there's a wide variety of styles you can order, going all the way up to one that's about $60, which is probably sort of like the Budsy one I have over there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just sort of show what I got here. My dollars got me a, I think this is a magnet, which I'll be sure to hang up somewhere. And this is of the design for the plushie. And then this is the plushie itself. Oh, that's upside down. Oh, that's hilarious. Look at that. One of the things with this guy is from certain angles, he can look kind of terrifying. Sorry, I had to take my head off there. I'm slowly dying of heat exhaustion. What was I trying to say? Oh, so the Budsy can look a little scary from different angles. I guess it's sort of just how you look at it. My face, for example, looks terrifying from every angle. What I'm trying to say is when you take a character and you stylize it in a style that it wasn't created in, it wasn't designed in, what can happen is sometimes there can be discrepancies where it kind of gives off a different vibe than what the designer originally intended it to. So I was pleased to see that this turned out like cute. It's not that I assumed it wouldn't. The magnet is obviously a pretty fun bonus. I'm gonna throw that up somewhere. Let's take a look at this here, shall we? You can notice there's a funny little tongue, which I think is kind of hilarious. Silvermane has really got this down to a science. This is extremely professional. You know, there's this little tag here and everything. 100% felt and polar. I'm not sure what polar is, but very interesting. It's very soft. You know, you got the designs with the toes. And I gotta say, I was certainly more involved in the process of creating this than the Budsy one. There was sort of a discussion about how we should deal with the rainbows in my Sona's design because it's kind of hard to do that. Like, where's a good example? Oh, over here. It's a paw, as you can see. The person who made it, who's very nice, by the way. Rainbow fabric was a problem because most rainbow fabrics stretch out their color gradients over a large distance. So like here, as you can see, you know, where I think in my original ref sheet, you know, there's like a full rainbow here and a full here and a full here and a full here. There's not that here, and it was a constraint of the fabric, you know, and it's obviously not that big of a deal. It turned out great. So with that kind of stuff, you know, I'm pretty sure we sort of said like, you know, just go with it the best you could. I mean, you can see here each thing of the rainbow is just a separate piece of fabric that's been sewed on there, which is a lot of work went into this, obviously. And you got the hair tuft, which I think is pretty cute. In fact, there is one for the head. I just don't use it that often because it gives sort of like a mohawky look, which is not necessarily what I'm going for. It's magnetic, so I was trying to see if we could get it to stick on there. No. I think in general, having a little tuft of hair in a drawing is really good. It's an easy way to show that it's a fuzzy creature. Huh? Does that mean anything? Of course, this is supposed to be comparison to the Budsy. So let's take a look at this guy a little bit. As you can see, actually, I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up. Yeah, it is. It's 4K. Little threads that I've used to tie the thing up to connect it over here because it's kind of a pain to get the thing to stand up. The rainbows here were individually made out of different fabrics, which is definitely interesting. The materials this is made out of vary greatly to this guy right here. I think this is certainly like a felt, where this is kind of like, you know, a fake fur. Of course, it's definitely pretty cute, but from specific angles, it can be kind of confusing, to say the least. They're both super cute, but I guess they're pretty much different things. This is like a little ball. This is a thing that's like full body pillow-esque. Budsy would cost $200 USD, where this would probably cost sub $60. For the Silvermane, the shipping was international shipping because they're over in Canada. I live pretty close to Canada. Probably would have been cheaper to drive up there and pick it up than to get it shipped how we did, but whatever. I'll be sure to include links to Silvermane and Budsy in the description there. I'd also like to thank my Patreon supporters. Thanks to you for helping me make my videos. Here they are. Really appreciate you guys, Patreon people. Yeah, and YouTube people too, people who support me through any way you support me. This is the Avery spider. It only has 3 legs, but that don't stop me.